I will share my screen. Okay. Hello. Are you guys able to see the screen? Yeah. Okay. One minute, guys. I'm checking the Java out. As I said, for automation of this one, we need two things. One is Java, okay. Another one is Eclipse software. These two, okay. I will show you how to install and use today, and I will start some basics. What I suggest you guys is daily try to practice 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours, so that you will get good knowledge and you will get confidence, like you can automate or you can write the frameworks as well. Okay, so we have to go to Oracle site. Okay, here if you see JDK is there, download JDK. Okay, in download JDK we have options like, if you click on that, right, we will get. Are you guys able to see the screen?
Yes.
See here, this is Java Development Kit for 10. Okay, JDK 10. Like this, different versions are there. Okay, what I am going to do is I will use some older version. Okay, here whatever I selected JDK here. Are you guys observe my mouse movement? JDK whatever I selected is Java Standard Edition 10. Okay, if you scroll down little down, you can see other versions of Java as well. Okay, similarly you can see Java 8. Okay, so many are there. So you can download anything. Okay, recently released one is sometime back. Good one is Java 8. Okay, we used it, so I'm downloading that. Okay, first download Java and then install it. Okay, just go there. Once you go click on JDK, you will get something called here Java software code related as well as software also. Okay, that means documentation related. Other one is software. Okay, we need to download. See here, demos and samples are there. Okay, we don't need demos and samples. We need just software. Okay, instead of this demos and samples, download. See here, you can see everywhere. This is not demos, right? If you go down, this is a demo and samples. Okay, 162 version, 161 version, like that different versions are there. You can download any one whatever you like and you can install. Okay, so don't download this samples code and all sample examples. Okay, for us what we need is software. Okay, just select this one. For that, first you need to click on accept license and then just Windows 64-bit download it and then install. Okay, let it download. By the time it downloads, I will start explaining some basics of that. Okay, parallelly we'll download and we'll see. Guys, you might be having idea about what is a variable. Okay, what is variable? It is just a name given to the memory location. Okay, variable. Let me increase the font size. Okay, variable. Just it is a name given to the memory location, like index. It's a variable. Okay, float.
Your full screen is not viewable actually.
Pardon?
Your full screen, the notepad thing is not viewable.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it okay now?
Can you? Yeah. Now it is fine.
Yeah. Okay. Is it clear, or shall I increase the font size or anything?
No, we are good.
Yeah. See, like this will declare variables, right?
Mm-hmm.
So variables are the names given to a memory location. What we can do, we can store some values into the variables, like x equal to 5, you can store some value. Similarly, in float, you can enter some value. Okay, like this, we can create a variables in memory location just to assign the some values. Okay, now let me write a simple one. I have a function. Okay, void function one. I have a function. Okay, its name is function one. Okay, and I have another function void function two. Okay, similarly, like this, we have 10 functions. Okay, function 1, function 2, like that, function 1, function 2, function 3, like that, we have 10 functions. Okay, void function 10. Okay, now if I declare a variable inside any function, consider inside function 1, if I declare a variable here, int x equal to 10, okay, this 10 variable, okay, the variable x which holds the 10 value can be accessible within this function 1 only. Okay, see here, this is a function 1, okay, starting brace curly brace to ending curly brace is the body of that function. Okay, inside that function body, whatever the variables you are going to declare, that can be accessible or those will be available within that function only. Okay, here if I am writing a statement, some statement, okay, here I can use x variable. Okay, what is statement? Just some. We will see later. Okay, it is simple one. Writing some code. If you are writing some code within this function, okay, then we can access x variable. If you are writing some code in function 2, okay, here you are writing some code. If you want to access the x variable which is declared in function 1, it is not possible. Okay, are you guys clear? If you declare a variable inside a function, okay, its lifetime is within that function only, or its availability is within that function only. We cannot access that variable in some other function. For example, if I declare a variable x in function 1, I cannot access it in function 2. For this purpose, okay, we have something called global variable. Okay, if you declare outside this, see, if you are not declaring it inside, if 1 second, if x initially we declared inside function 1, okay, this kind of declaration is called local variable. Okay, what is local variable? A variable which is declared inside a function is called local variable. Okay, clear?
Yep.
Now, what is the disadvantage of local variable? If you declare a variable as local, We cannot access it outside the function. Okay, that is the disadvantage. Now I have a requirement like I want to access the variable, same variable in different functions. Okay, now I want to access same x variable in different functions. In that case, if I declare that variable outside of the function, it is not part of any function, it is not inside the function, it is outside of the function, then it can be accessible here, or similarly you can access it in another function, function 2 also. Okay, similarly in all functions you can access x. Got it? This kind of variables declaration is called global variable. Okay, global variable. Now let me try to explain what is the disadvantage of this global. Now is it clear what is local, what is clear? Sorry, global and local. If you declare a variable as local, it cannot be accessible outside of the function. Okay, but if you declare it as a global, it will be available to all the functions. Here there is a disadvantage. I have a requirement. Consider I want to declare a variable x that can be available to two functions, function 1 and function 2. Here remaining functions, function 3 to function 10, I don't want to make it available. Got it? I have a requirement like I want to declare a variable which can be accessible to few guys, which cannot be accessible to few guys. In that case, whatever the types of variable we have here, global and local. Okay, global and local. These two are not suitable. If you declare it as a local, it will be available to only that function. If you declare it as a global, it will be available to all the functions. But my requirement is I want to make it available to few methods, sorry, few functions. I want to make it unavailable to few functions. That is not possible. Okay, this local variable and global variable are the concepts in C programming language. Okay, that is the disadvantage of C programming language. Okay, now how to get this feature? Okay, how to achieve this? I want to declare a variable. It should be available to few functions. It should not be unavailable to. It should not be available to few other functions. For that, we have something called classes. Classes concept in Java. Okay, classes. What is class? We'll see soon. Okay, did you guys understand the disadvantage of global?
Yes.
If you declare it as a global, it will be available to all the functions. Then what happens? There are some functions. I should not allow those functions to access these variables. In that case, it's a global so that anyone can access, those functions can access and misuse this data. For example, consider it is a balance. Okay, we want to make it available to some functions. Okay, some other functions we should not allow. In that case, if you declare it as a global, it will be available to other functions also. There we may misuse that variable. We misuse in the sense we can modify or we can do some changes on that variable data. Okay, got it? So to our this leads to data insecurity. Okay, this leads to data insecurity. That is the reason we have come up with a new concept called classes in Java programming language. Okay, classes. Okay, this problem can be avoided if you use a classes concept. What is class? We'll see soon. Okay, now consider we have 10 functions. Now I want to declare a variable v1. Okay, variable v1. Okay, or v12. Variables names you can give anything x, y, z, or balance, or it can be a combination of alphabets. Okay, or any alphanumeric or x, y, z. Okay, so we have a variable like this. We have another variable int v34, variable 1 to variable 34. The naming reason for giving this name convention is this variable I want to make it available to 1 2 functions. Variable v12 is required in function 1 and function 2. Variable 34 is required in function 3 and function 4. That is the reason I gave this variable names like this, so that easily we can understand. So I declared these two as global. But what happens in that case? V12 can be accessible in all 10 functions. Similarly, V34 also can be accessible in all 10 functions. So this leads to data insecurity. But my requirement is I want to access it V12 in 1 and 2 functions only and make it unavailable to other functions. In that case, similarly, V34, I want to make it available for 3 and 4 functions and make it unavailable to remaining all functions. In that case, okay, if you use C programming language, it is not possible. That is the reason we have come up with a class called concept. Using classes, we can achieve it. Okay, now before going to that class concept, I will show you the syntax of class, how to write a class. Okay, class is a keyword. Okay, first we have to write class. It is a keyword. You have to write everything in lower letter. Okay, writing in angular braces means this is class name. Okay, angular braces means here we can give any name like x, y, z. How we will give some names to variables, functions. Similarly, any name you can give. For example, here we can give in the place of class name we can give demo, any name. Okay, see, this is the syntax. Okay, this is the syntax of a class. Class is a keyword. We must write class always. Okay, it's a keyword. Like if you want to declare a int variable, int is mandatory. It's a keyword. After that, what do we write? Variable name. This is how we'll declare a variable generally. Here, int, instead of int, I can write int. No, it is a keyword. We must write as it is. Okay. Similarly, for writing class, this is the syntax. Class, give some space. After that, class name can be anything. Okay, class name can be anything. After that, opening curly brace and then closing curly brace. Within that, you can write anything, whatever you want. What we will write, I will tell you soon. Okay, here we will write class body. Okay, here we will write class body. See, if you have a function, void function 1 or function 2 or function 10, what is this function? Okay, definition function 10. Okay, how to identify it's a function? After name we will be having parentheses. After parentheses we will be having open curly brace, closing curly brace, and some statements. These statements we simply call it as body or function body. Okay, function body. So similarly, for class also, whatever we are going to write inside, this is called class body. Okay, this is how we'll write a class. One example, that is the syntax. Let me write. Class is a keyword. Always we must use class only. Okay, after that demo or else my first program. Okay, like that you can write any class name. After that, opening curly brace and then closing curly brace. Inside that, now we'll write the body. As I said earlier, in C programming and all, okay, if you declare it as a global, it leads to data insecurity. Now, sometime back I mentioned like if you want to make a function, see here only you consider function 1, 2, 3, 4. Four functions are there. Okay, int v1, v12. I want to make it available to function 1 and function 2. Okay, function 1 comma function 2. Here v34 I want to make it to function 3 comma function 4. Okay, in that case what we have to do is take the data. From now onwards, whenever I say data, don't confuse guys, it is a variable. Okay, data is nothing but a variable. Okay, see, take the variable and its associated functions. Associated functions in the sense the functions which needs that variable, the functions which uses that variable. Okay, those are called associated functions. Okay, take the variable and its functions into a single unit. That means that is nothing but a class. Okay, keep it here. Okay, declare inside here. Int v12 is a variable and function 1. Okay, and void function 1. Okay, and its body. Okay, inside function what do we write, we'll see later some statements. Okay, depends upon function. It is a addition function, we'll write addition related statements. If it is a subtraction, we'll write subtraction related. Okay, void function 2. For other set of data or variable and its related functions, you write another class. Okay, some demo 1 or demo 2, whatever
So
you want,
when
right? Yeah,
when you give the class name, you're not putting the angular braces.
no, it's not required. Just in a syntax, I gave angular braces. That means in this place you can write anything, whatever you want. That is your optional. What not optional? That is on your interest. You can write any name. But class is a keyword. We should not change this. We should write as it is. But here, wherever I write angular braces, right, there you can give any name, whatever you want. Okay. From now onwards, while writing syntax anywhere, if I give angular braces, you consider there we can enter any name. Int v34 is the variable. What are the functions going to use the data? That functions you write here. Function 3, void function 3. Similarly, void function 4. Okay, these two functions are going to use this data. Okay, this is how we divide above code into classes. Okay, now the variables which are declared inside this will be accessible to these two and it will not be available to other class. Okay, members of other class. See, now let me explain what are the members of class. Inside class, whatever you are writing, those are called members of the class. What are there? One variable, two functions are there. Okay, what are the members of class? Variables and functions. Okay, variables and functions are called members of the class. Inside class, whatever we are writing, those we call it as members of the class. Generally we write for now. Okay, whatever we have covered till now, our understanding is we can write variables and functions inside a class. In addition to these two, in future classes some more members also we can add. I will explain those. Okay, for time being, just remember members of the class are variables and functions. Okay, what are the members of class? Variables
And functions.
and functions. Okay, now in C programming and other programming we will call variables whatever in text and all, we call it as variables. Whatever we have written here, function 1, function 2, these we will call it as functions. But when it comes to Java, same way, no difference, just terminology is different. We'll call it as data also. Okay, data and these functions we call it as methods. Okay, some people may call this data as variables also because it is the one we are using everywhere. So variables also we can call. But if anyone is using methods, the terms methods, you don't confuse. It is nothing but fun. Okay, got it? Just function, instead of function we call method. Okay, got it? Now, what are the members of class? Variables
And function.
and methods. Okay, variables and methods. Okay, or else data or methods. Okay, now let me explain. Class is a keyword. Okay, class is a keyword. Okay, how to write class? How to write class? Syntax. Just now I showed you class space class name and opening curly brace, closing curly brace. Within that you write members of the class. Okay. What are we doing here? We are making that big program into pieces. Whatever the variables and its related methods into a single class, into a single unit. Okay, into a single unit, and other data or other variables and its related methods we are writing into another unit. Okay, this is called encapsulation. Okay, what is encapsulation? Binding or writing of data and its related functions into a single unit is called encapsulation. Okay, writing of variables or data and its related methods. From now onwards, I will try to use methods. Okay, see, binding means keeping in one side in one unit. Okay, binding of data and its related methods into a single unit is called encapsulation. Okay, how are we achieving encapsulation? How are we achieving that binding? Using classes concept. Using classes concept, we are writing data and its associated methods into a single unit. This process is called encapsulation. Okay, encapsulation. What is encapsulation? Guys, what is encapsulation?
Binding the data with methods.
Correct. The process of binding data or variables and its related methods into a single unit. Okay, single unit is called encapsulation. Okay, how are we achieving it? Using classes concept. Okay, got it? Using classes we can achieve encapsulation. Till here, any doubts are there? What is class? What is a method? What is a variable? Any doubts?
No.
Yeah, Rahul and other, sorry, I forgot the name once.
Harish.
Harish and Rahul?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, good.
So any
We'll
doubt
move to-
is there? Just stop Bangit and ask. Okay, otherwise.
Yeah. If you got any doubt, okay, just we'll stop there and we'll discuss and then we'll proceed. Otherwise, you will be thinking on that and the next two things all are related one after another. Okay, so we'll start there only. So don't hesitate to ask me to stop there. Okay, I will explain and then we'll proceed. Okay.
Sure.
So variables also clear. Now see, for any programming language, you take any programming language, for every programming language there is a one method, there is a one function called main function. See, I have a function. See here, if you see C programming or Java program, anything in Java it will be like this. Okay, if it is C program, in one file you can see all these functions also, but so many functions are there. From where it's supposed to execute is that question. Okay, so many lines are there from where it's supposed to execute. For that purpose we have something called main method. Okay, we have a method called main. Okay, if you consider any other programming languages, there also will be having almost main method, from there it will start execution. Okay, now similarly in Java also we have a method called main. For now, I will tell you the convention of writing the main method. For time being, next one or two classes, just write it as it is. Consider it is like a syntax. What is the meaning of all these and why should we write this much big line for simple main method? I will explain you later. Okay, public static void main. Okay, void main, and in parentheses. Okay, in parentheses whatever the data we are entering, that is called argument. Okay, string array arguments it will take. Okay, it is a string type, like how we have, see, arrays. Int a, it is a integer type array. Okay, right? If you don't give this array index, it is like normal variable. If you give index braces, then it will be considered like array. Instead of int, we have a data type called string. We have a data type called string. String array. Array name is A, or it can be S, it can be B, it can be P, it can be anything. Okay, so here this is to specify P is a array type, we must use array index braces. Okay, clear? Similarly, here in Java we have a data type called string. Okay, we'll see later what is string data type, what is the difference between string and normal int data types and all. Okay, now we have a data type called string. Okay, string type array we have to pass to main method. Then only Java will understand, okay, there is a main method in this program. I have to start execution from main method. This is how, if you write, it will, Java will understand. Then it will start executing from main method. Guys, is it clear?
Yes.
Body of main method we need to write. Though you have so many functions, see, let me explain here. I am going to write a simple class demo. Okay, in demo what can we write? This is a demo class. Okay, starting brace, curling brace. Let me remove this. This is a demo class. This one is clear, right? Inside that what we can write? We can write some variables and methods, right? I can write a variable int x equal to 10, int y equal to 20. Like this I can declare some variables and I can initialize them also by assigning values. Okay, just if you write int x, it is a declaration. If you are giving value, then it is definition or assignment of value also. Okay, now in class what are the members? Variables and methods. Okay, so you can have one method or two methods or n number of methods you can have. Consider, instead of function 1, I am going to write public static void main method. public static void main method. Okay, see here, this is the method, public static void method. Is it a class? Yes, absolutely fine. Okay, here my intention is for today to make it very simple and clear. I don't want to write multiple methods inside a class. I am not going to write multiple methods inside a class for some time. Okay, in the beginning, we'll write one method, that method also like main method, so that program execution starts from there and it will finish it. Okay, guys, is it clear?
Yes.
In case if you have multiple methods also, like void function 1, see, this is a just name. You can write method 1 or function 1. It can be like a variable name. Function names also can be anything. Like see, demo, instead of demo we can give my Java demo or XYZ. Similarly, variable names instead of X you can give X1, 2, 3, 4, 5, XYZ. Similarly, functions names also you can write anything. It's a name, just I wrote function. Okay, don't think like it is a keyword. How come we are using it in Java? Here we should use method like that. No. Okay, you can, it's a name, you can write anything, or else you write like this method only, your wish. Okay, just it's a name, it can be anything. You have method 1, similarly method 2, okay, and method 3, like that. It okay. When you similarly you have one more method, main method. This is the very important one, because to start the program execution we must need a method whose name is main. Okay, and what are all these I will explain in later classes. Okay, we need a main method which takes string array as an argument. Okay, this is a string array. Whatever you are passing inside parentheses, those are called arguments. Okay, now always program executes from main. Here you consider you have added, instead of method 1, method 2, I will write add, subtract, multiply, like that. I have different methods. My intention of this program is, consider, my intention of this program is, I want to write or perform operations like addition, subtraction on variable x and y. Okay, here I can write statements related to, see, integer equal to x plus y. Sorry, x plus y. Here I can write statement int z equal to x minus y. Okay, clear? This is how we'll write body inside a method based on our requirement. It is here addition, so we wrote adding. It is a subtraction, we have attempted subtraction. Okay, after writing all these, if I want to execute those, okay, I should call those methods inside my main, then only it will execute. See, always what program or Java compiler or Java interpreter, whatever, who is going to execute any program, what it will do is, it will enter into main method, it will execute this and it will go. See, though your program is having this much code, okay, all this code, if you have a program like this, it will enter into main, nothing is there inside main, and it will come out, it won't do anything. Okay, for example, if you want to execute add and sub, though methods available here, we are not calling those inside main method. That's why it will not be executed. If you want to execute those methods, just call add and sub. Okay, add method and subtraction method you call inside method, inside main method. Sorry, inside main method you call them, then it will be executed. Okay, otherwise it never executes. If you write like this, it never executes. Okay, got it? though you have n number of methods implemented in your class or anywhere, if you want to execute them, you must call them inside a main method. Then only it will be executed. Always program will be or program execution will start from main method. Whatever the statements inside main, those gets executed. Other things it never executes. Okay, if you write here, it will be executed. Otherwise, no. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, one more thing. See here my goal is I don't want to use multiple functions or multiple methods in the first program itself. That's why I am removing those. Okay, and I am removing these also. It is a simple program. A class which has one method. That one method is main method. Okay, it will execute. Here I am planning to print some data. Okay, I am planning to print some data. Okay, there is a method, predefined method. Okay, there is a predefined method. I will let you know soon what is predefined method. There is a predefined method which is called print ln. Okay, print ln. That method is there. If you call that method and if you pass something to that method, this is my first program. Okay, this is my first program. It will execute that statement. Okay, here print ln. What it will do? It will print the data on console. Okay, it will print the data on console. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Guys, any doubt?
No.
No.
Its output is will get like this one. This is my first program. If we run this program, we'll get this one as output. Okay, let me show you once. Let me install first. Okay, sometime back I started showing you how to download. Okay, how to download Java. Okay, I will share this in our mail group. Okay, you can go through this link. If you don't have this software, just download it and install. Okay, after that I will show you. Guys, parallelly, can you guys start? Shall I ping? Hello?
What was this last thing that you gave us?
That link?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is for Java installation.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You may not be having Java, so please start installing, because by end of this class I will try to cover few small programs, and I will ask you guys to try small programs so that you will get hands on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, are you able to see this link?
Just on that.
Just if we click on that, right, after downloading JDK, Java Development Toolkit. JDK stands for Java Development Toolkit. Okay, just it will ask you to install. Just click on next, next, next like that. Whatever the options, it will show default settings. Just with the default settings, install it. Okay, no need to change anything. Just install that.
Sorry, where did you share the link?
Yeah, Arun.
Yeah.
No, this is Harish. Where did you share the link?
Yeah, Arun generally he creates a link. Today we did one group mail. I used to send through that. Are you able to see the screen?
Um, Harish, yesterday Dilip sent you a mail, right?
Okay.
Or
And
else I will just.
Venkat, otherwise you just pass in the Skype chat,
Okay.
right side on the top.
Okay, I downloaded it, but it's not showing in my downloads on my PC.
Okay. Uh, just can you search for this name? Oh, 1 second, I will show you. JDK hyphen whatever the version you have downloaded, it will show. If it is not showing there, okay, just check once. By the time if it finishes in my system, I will start showing the program. After class also we can try. Okay, in case if you are facing a problem.
Yeah, I was able to search it. I double clicked it.
Yeah, just double click it. Click on install or next whatever will get. Just default. Just click, click, click. Like any other software, how will install, right? Just clicking next button. That's it. Okay. 2 minutes, guys. Let it install. I will be back in 2 minutes. In case if anyone wants break, please take. Okay.